Hi guys, welcome to the Fashionpreneur Talk with Gitana Styling podcast. If you don't know me, my name is Sandra. I'm a fashion stylist, a podcaster, and a business consultant. And this podcast is about having genuine conversations about fashion entrepreneurship and getting your questions answered. So if you have any questions at all, please email me at info@gitanastyling.com. Gitana is Gitana styling.com. I will leave a link below for you anyways, okay? Now, I want to invite you to join us inside our free Facebook group, Fashion Entrepreneur Club Hangout. In there, I answer questions, I share resources, I host events. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link also for you. Last but not least, I have a free resource for you that it's great if you're just starting your business and you don't know the steps to follow and put together a plan, or maybe you have been in business for a while but it's not really working well, it's not really working as you expected. Then these guides are for you. They're completely free. I'm going to leave a link below. It's just 3 guides that you get via email, and I walk you through the process so you can create that plan that really works for you and your business. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started with the podcast. Hey guys, Sandra Mateo here from Gitana Styling and the Fashion Entrepreneur Club. In this episode, we're going to talk about the 7 key elements that you need to have in place to have a successful fashion business online. So I wanted to record this video because there's so many things we can focus on. There's so many things we can spend our energy on. And I know how it is. I'm a fashion entrepreneur as well. And every day we have so much to do. But I wanted to put this video together to let you know, to narrow it down to the 7 key things that you need to focus on to make sure that you reach that point where you're consistent with yourselves, where you feel stability, where you can really then grow and expand. So hear me out. I'm going to make it as simple as possible. Please let me know if you have any questions and let me know how you're doing with them, okay? So the first thing is your product or service. So you need to focus on a particular product or service when you're marketing to your people, okay? So you may be a designer who has a collection with a bunch of different items, or you might be a makeup artist who has different packages. But if you want to be successful and you want to really grow the business, you need to focus really on one of those, one product or one service. Okay, so this is where the classic example of designer Diane von Foster comes in with her wrap dress. So the wrap dress is what she's known for. She built her brand that way. She's known for it. The visibility, her credibility, everything came from that. And nowadays the brand can create whatever and then they can sell it, right? After that, after establishing her brand with the wrap dress, she could sell anything she wants. And you should do the same, right? You should focus on a particular product because it's really hard to get people to know so many products and learn about them and remember them, right? But if you focus on one, let's say you are a designer, a handbag designer, right? You might have beautiful handbags, right? And they're great for different things, right? But you need to focus on one and get people to really know that one and to really experience that one and really love it and everything. And once they become a fan of that, they can expand their repertoire of handbags and experiment with other bags and stuff. But for you to get the brand out there and to get people to remember you and to know you and trust you and everything, you need to focus on that one awesome, amazing product, right? And if you're a designer, for example, and you make dresses, what is that one dress? Or what is that one coat? Or what is that one item? And if you are offering services, like I said, maybe, what is that one particular service that you wanted to get known for, right? If you're a makeup artist and you do all these different kinds of makeup, what is the kind of makeup you want to get known for? Because it's going to be easier to promote, easier to establish yourself, easier to get the credibility. And then you can introduce them to the rest of your amazing products. Okay, so that's the first thing. One product, will focus on one product and one service. Okay, the second thing is community. So you need to build community for your audience and you need to build community for yourself. You need to build community for your audience, which doesn't have to be a physical community or a Facebook group or whatever you're thinking about. It is just a sense of community, that they belong to something, right? And why do they belong to that place? Well, that's where you come up with your own idea, right? Whether it is to empower them, whether it is to teach them something, whether it is to learn about personal styling, whatever it is, you need to build that community for them so they gather together and they get to know you and they're engaged with you, and you can develop that relationship so they can become your customer. So a lot of brands, they just, sell the product, and it's really hard to compete that way because someone can offer the same product. They can offer the same product, but be very good at marketing and very good at bringing people in because of a particular cause that they're promoting, and then they get the sale, right? So whether you want to build your community based on a particular teaching or a particular cause that you're defending, or a particular emotion, or whatever it is that works for you, you need to build that community to attract people so they can gather, they can know you, and they can purchase from you. And you need to build also a community for yourself, because as you're building the business, you need to have people that you can rely on, that you can learn from, that you can ask questions, that you can go through the ups and downs, right? So that's where coaches and classes and networking groups and all of that comes in. So these two key things are very key, right? Building the community for your audience so you can attract them, and build the community for yourself so it can support you, okay? The next thing in my list is mindset. So this is one that a lot of people brush off and they're like, mindset. Yeah, you need to have great mindset. And this is not only about being positive, but it's about having a growth mindset. And, you already have experienced this as an entrepreneur. I know because there's ups and downs every day, and there are days that are amazing and there are days that are really tough, and you need to have a great mindset, okay? You need to have a mindset that grows, that expands, that understands, because if you're not in a good place, you're not going to make good decisions, you're not going to make good moves, you're not going to grow. If fear is running the show, for example, right, or guilt or shame or whatever it is that is happening, right, that you're experiencing, then you are not gonna be able to grow in your business, to take advantage of certain opportunities, to reach out for certain opportunities, right? So you need to do something daily to build that confidence and to work on that mindset, whether that is, watching videos to expand your knowledge, or, working on taking care of yourself physically to feel better and have endorphins and all of that, right? Or meditate to calm your mind. Whatever it is that you need to do, join a group, watch motivational videos, whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you have the right mindset to grow your business. Okay, that's going to change everything. The next thing I want to tackle is your online presence. So a lot of people want to have success online and they want to sell online, but they don't want to do anything online. They don't show up, they don't do video, or they don't want to do social media. And you have to have an online presence for people to see you so people can buy from you. So if you're not focusing on creating content or being active on social media or showing up, then it's going to be really hard to have a stable business. So that's another area that you need to work on. The other thing is you need to build an email list, right? An email list is gathering either emails or phone numbers to be able to be in contact with your audience, right? So why? Well, that's how you can, that's the vehicle for you to continue to nurture that relationship and that community that we were talking about before, right? And to also let them know when you have a sale, when you have a new product, when you're launching something, right? That's the best vehicle to sell, educate, build relationships, right? And you need to focus on that. A lot of people sell, like, they want people to go to their website and buy, or they want them to just buy on social media, which is amazing, but you need to build a list of these people, especially if you want to have repeat customers, right? Loyal customers, and you're working on building that community, right? And that credibility, that nurturing of that relationship. You need to do that through your emails, right? Or phone numbers. A lot of people are having a lot of success with texting marketing, right? With text marketing. So if that works for you, awesome. But emails work amazingly as well. So you need to have a system in place where you can get those leads, get those emails, or get those phone numbers, and then you can develop that relationship with your customer, right? By sending them content, right? That it's good for them, that they want, that they are excited to get to develop that relationship, and then have a sale whenever is the right moment for them. Okay. The next thing you need to do is focus on marketing, right? So you need to be consistently out there getting visible and telling people what you do. And again, this is where also content is great, because you can also educate, you can also provide great content, great ideas, help people in the journey, right? But you need to do it to show up, tell people about your brand, tell people about what you do, so people get to know you, also who you are, so they can trust you and they can buy from you, right? And you need to do that. Like, a lot of people, they're just creating the product, putting it on the website, and then hoping for the best, right? Not showing up on social media, not doing marketing, and wanting the sales to come in. Well, we need to focus on the marketing. And I know it's hard, I know there's a lot of things, but it's a key element. If we don't do marketing consistently, it's just not going to happen. We're not going to reach that point where you have the consistent sales that we desire. Okay. And then the last thing is having a plan. So you need to have a plan to have all these things, happening, right? You need to really be clear about what's the product or service that you're gonna sell. You need to be really clear about having the right mindset. You need to build that community for yourself and for your audience. You really need to focus on that marketing, on having that online presence, and building that email list, and having a plan where all of these things work together for you, right? So they can bring that consistent income. Okay. So having a plan is really important. Okay. So I wanted to ask you, are you focusing on any of these areas? Do you need more help with a particular area? What has been your experience? If you want, we do have a free product, a free guide for you, where you can put all your ideas in paper and get organized and set up a plan for yourself that works for your brand. Or I can also invite you to join us in our monthly membership, where we help fashion entrepreneurs with all of these things, with all of these strategies, right? To really get the brand out there, to really establish that credibility and establish that brand, so you can have those consistent sales. So we have tons of resources for you. I'm going to leave links below, but if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm here to support you. If you really focus on these 7 areas, right? If you already have some things happening in your business and you're like, okay, I dedicate time to this, but I really haven't, lock it down and have a strategy for it, please let me know. I'll be happy to help you take take advantage of these resources that we're sharing. And let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I will see you guys in our next episode. Okay. Bye, guys. Hey, guys, thank you for watching this video. I just wanted to let you know that the membership is now open. So if you need support growing your brand, getting it visible, establishing it, and getting consistent sales, please take a look at the membership. In there, you can get support every day for a very affordable price. I answer your questions. I give you content, motivation, and different things to help you along the way. So if you're interested, I'm going to leave a link below. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? Bye, guys.